everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is my it's actually the 1st of January today, so it's my first 2025 video. Just a quick catch up to show you what's been happening on the layout. First of all, an apology for not posting for so long. I've been quite busy starting up a new business. It's taken up a lot of my time, and that being said, I've also kind of lost interest in the layout for a little while. Hopefully 2025 will be better. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a few more bushes on the embankment towards the back. They were covered on how I do those in one of my previous videos. I've got my class 66 and my class 59 trundling around today. Both are sound fitted, but I've not got the sound on because I find it can get annoying on a video. That blue lead is actually the power supply to a security camera that I'm using so that I can see down into the incline. There's also another one under the layout that allows me to see under the layout where the locos cross over from this incline that goes down here. Allows me to see when they've cleared the point, so I can bring them up the other incline to bring them up to the centre sidings, which is there. Major developments really are there is now a security fence all the way around the back of the network rail depot. As you can, I don't know if you can actually see it. There we go. That's better, you can see it now. There's a few more details been added. So I've got some old lengths of rail section there. Some redundant rail cut up into small pieces. Some sleepers there, old redundant sleepers. There's a couple of Westfield Wagon Works engineers trolleys there as well. As you can see, I don't know, keep it in focus. There's a gate there. And that goes right the way along, where it joins up with the Stratford Road Bridge. The other end of the yard, there's some portaloos for the staff. I got those off of eBay and painted them up. They're 3D printed. I'm not going to put links in the description about anything that I use or buy, because you guys are quite capable of finding it for yourselves. Just go on eBay and look. Here comes my Curascale Class 66. This gets more than its fair share of trundling around the layout. What else is new? There's a few more trees behind the station, just to fill that out a little bit. I think that may have been highlighted in a previous video, I can't remember. So subject on track cleaning, I tend to use well, it depends how dirty the track is. For normal use, I use Woodland Scenics Tidy Track system. I've got two. Now this one I've glued into a length of plastic pipe, which enables me to access underneath the the incline over there where it disappears underneath. I use that with Deluxe Materials, what's it called, Track Magic, soaked onto the pads. For really dirty track, after I've been spraying glue around, etc., I use acetone, which is nail polish remover. You can get it from Tesco's or any supermarket, and that's pretty good for getting off any crap that's on the rails. But don't let it sit on it because it can melt the sleepers. And I've also used the inox method, but I've had kind of varied results with that. I'm not quite sure it works as well as everybody makes it out to be. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I'm using it in the described manner that everyone says to do on the internet, so I don't know. I tend to find it leaves an oily residue. Now, you may not see it, but my layout has got I think it's a 2% incline from that bridge. It goes up by 2%, which isn't a lot, to the Blue Bridge. And then as you go round, it's level there, and then it also has got a 2% incline coming back to meet it down this side on the fiddle yard. Now, the reason I built the layout like that was because to get the inclines down, the clearance of the inclines underneath the tracks, I needed at least a 4% incline. Now, 4% isn't much, but the poor old Cornbury and Bachmann Class 08s would go up and down it no problem when they weren't towing anything, but as soon as you put a load on them, they would slip like mad. So what I did was I designed the layout to have the incline going up towards the doors, which meant that the inclines to go underneath the tracks could be halved. So they're also only 2%. And that's made the world of difference. Now, I'm going back to the rate of which I shall be posting content. It's going to be a lot less in 2025, obviously, because I've got my business I've got to concentrate on. And to be perfectly honest with you, most of the major construction on this side of the layout is now complete, other than putting up the overhead electric gantries and putting in some Westhill Wagon Works concrete trunking and a few bits and pieces here and there. There's not really that much content left in this side of the layout. When I start to build the extension, which is going to go in front of where it says Steve's Man Cave, I will document that, but of course that's not going to be really going to be model railway related. It's more scenic. So you may find it of interest, you may not, but that's what I'm going to have to do. That's part of the plan for 2025, is to build the extension of that bridge. So it should come down on an incline to a roundabout, and I'm going to model the present day Wolverton Glyn Square kind of here, and the roads, and that will be removable so that I can access my desk. I'm also going to cover up those tracks with factory buildings made to look like the works buildings in Wolverton, just to give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, realism, because in real life the tracks come under Stratford Road and they go up towards Northampton straight up. So they go straight over here, go over a skew bridge built by Stevenson, one of the first ones ever built in the country, and then onto the what they call the Wolverton Embankment, over the Havisham Viaduct, which takes the river over, sorry, the railway over the River Ouse, and then up through Castlethorpe, and where the line splits, one side goes up to, so the fast lines go up to Rugby, and the slow lines make the loop round Northampton and come back and join back up again. That's where the bird cage is. That if you've seen Pete Waterman's layout, his latest version of it, you'll see he's built what they call the bird cage. Well, that's on the slow lines that go towards Northampton. I'm quite pleased that he didn't build this bit of the layout. Pete Waterman, if you're watching and you wanna build this section, get in touch. I know quite a bit about it. Obviously, I'm using a little bit of modeller's license here because at the moment these 3 tracks that are used for storage are redundant. They're gone. I've condensed the whole layout to make it fit into my shed. I would need a shed 3 times as long to make it scale length, and obviously on this bit here it is used as a Network Rail depot, and there are plants stored, but it's not quite as busy as I've made it. Well, there we go. That's my first video of 2025. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will sign off now and wish you all a prosperous 2025, and ask, would you please consider subscribing, liking and sharing the videos. Really helps out the channel, and it gives me the inspiration to make more content, because obviously if people aren't watching it, I won't be inspired to make any more. Well, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.